28F. My fiancé, 32M, is literally perfect, but I just found out where he disappears to every Wednesday and my whole world just crashed. Part 1. The Perfect Guy Illusion. Just to give you guys some context on how insane this is, you need to understand who Mark is. We met 4 years ago, and he honestly felt like a guy built in a secret lab for perfect husbands. He's a CFO at a logistics company, wears sharp-tailored suits, and smells like expensive cedarwood cologne. He's super mature. While my exes were playing COD until 3 a.m. and forgetting to buy toilet paper, Mark was meal prepping, knew the difference between Pinot Noir and Merlot, and always validated my feelings. We split chores 50-50. My family loved him. My friends secretly envied me. 6 months ago, he proposed in the mountains at sunset. It was flawless, but since this is Reddit, you already know the other shoe is about to drop. Part 2. The Silent Wednesdays. His only weird quirk was his wholly untouchable boundary. He called them Silent Wednesdays. Early on in our relationship, he hit me with, "Babe, my job is crazy stressful. I make decisions worth millions. To avoid burnout, I need a few hours a week to totally decompress." Every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., he was off the grid. Phone off, work watch left on the nightstand, and he'd just dip. Where? "Just walking around, sitting in empty dive bars, clearing my head," he said. My bestie Sarah was constantly side-eyeing this. "Girl, he turns his phone off for 3 hours at night? That's a walking red flag. He 100% has a second family or a side chick." But me, being the enlightened therapy-goer I am, just smiled condescendingly. "Sarah, it's called healthy boundaries. We have a relationship built on trust." God, I was such a naive idiot. Part 3. The Storm and the Broken Tracker. Everything went to shit last Wednesday. We got hit by the worst hurricane in 5 years. Trees falling, roads flooded. Mark, per usual, kissed my forehead at 6:45 p.m., threw on a raincoat, and left for his decompression time. Around 7:30 p.m., I'm chilling at home when the cops call. My car, parked across the street, got totally smashed. A trash truck driver lost control in the wind and T-boned it. I was freaking out. It was my first car that I just paid off. I frantically dialed Mark, straight to voicemail, called 5 more times, nothing. And then it hit me. About a year ago, when I took a solo business trip to a sketchy city, we downloaded Life 360 just for safety. We both opted in and literally forgot about it. I opened the app thinking, if he's sitting on a park bench in this storm, he's going to get killed by a branch. I just need to make sure he's safe in a bar somewhere. The map loaded. His little blue dot wasn't at a bar. It was pinned to a random residential complex 30 minutes away across town. No cafes, no theaters, just apartments. Cue Sarah's voice in my head. He has a second family. Part 4. The drive I threw on a jacket, ordered a wildly overpriced Uber, and headed over. The whole ride, I was staring out the window into the rain, running through scenarios. I was literally rehearsing how I'd bust through the door and catch him balls deep in some blonde. I felt this dark sense of resolve. I was ready for him to be a cheater. I walk into this dingy apartment building, 3rd floor, apartment 304. Because of the draft in the hallway and a crappy lock, the door was cracked open a couple of inches. Warm yellow light was spilling out, and I could hear soft, soothing music, like instrumental lullabies. I pushed the door open. Part 5. The Mashed Potato Incident. What I saw didn't fit any cheating scenario my brain could conjure. If there was a half-naked woman, my brain would have processed it. But this was so surreal, it literally blue-screened my nervous system. The living room was pretty bare, just a big, plush couch in the middle. On the couch sat my fiancé, my 32-year-old CFO fiancé who was talking to me about our investment portfolio that morning. He was wearing a full-body, fuzzy green dinosaur onesie. He had a yellow bib with little ducks tied around his neck. Sitting next to him on an ottoman was a woman in her 40s with a kind, tired face. She was holding a plastic bowl. In the bowl was mashed potatoes. She scooped up some potatoes with a tiny silicone spoon, did the "here comes the airplane" motion, and said in this soft, cooing voice, "Open wide! Here comes a big airplane. Mark obediently opened his mouth, ate the potatoes, and gave this blissful, gummy smile. I was standing in the doorway, dripping wet, and I just stopped breathing. I couldn't make a sound. The woman reached out with a napkin to wipe the corner of his mouth, and at that exact moment, Mark looked at the door. His face changed in a fraction of a second. The happy baby smile morphed into pure, primal terror. Babe, he choked out. The spoon lady turned around, saw me, didn't even flinch, calmly placed the bowl.